Good day, Tragic here, and welcome to round 2 of Trek Night. We're getting into this. We did alright. Moltok's been doing particularly good, but I did a huge big mistake with him. He's number 2 now. Basically, I leveled up. I even took a card from here, but I forgot to actually draw a second skill. So I did the whole level up process, but I forgot to take the second skill. So just going to give this a shuffle and draw out the next skill. Strong Will. Gain a red token and a black data token. Discard 1 damage from your hand to gain 1 red or black data token. Wow, they're both good. I'm actually going to take this one. Okay, so that's not going to affect our game. Basically, if this was something that gave movement, I might have just done a quick move or something. But anyway, so that's the end of that. We're now in the second turn. So our new turn order is Sisko, Martok, Lursa, and Picard. So let's start with Sisko. And he has the ability to discard 3 cards and redraw. So let's get rid of the damage. Let's get rid of the move. Let's get rid of the attack. What's in the source? We've got beautiful cards in the source. 1, 2, 3, 4. We're missing a die. Why are we missing a dice? Oh, wait. We took a die. Here it is. Bam. We took a die with this secret plot card. Okay, no panicking. So we're going to keep the. We're going to get rid of 3 cards anyway. So let's draw. So I think I did this wrong last time. Yeah. So you draw and then so we're just going to draw back up to 5. We're at 6. We should be at 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep. So let's draw to 6. And then we're just going to shuffle these back in. And what we were looking for with all that was diplomacy, which we didn't actually get. Okay, so we've got whites. We've got basically all basic color, which means we can't power improvise. But I can do this one. So I could go, what's this? Long range attack 3. We have Donatra. We have the Federation Officer. We have Weyoun. Diplomacy 4. That seems like a low diplomacy level for Weyoun, doesn't it? Nevek. Riker, fantastic, and medical officer with repair and heal. We can only get them. We can't hire that one though. So the only ones we can actually hire are this guy and this girl. So attack 2, diplomacy 4. Attack shields. That's actually really good. I really like shields because of and long range. Yeah, let's take this one because we want to stop Martok getting that because Martok's got that double or long range attacks. Makes her incredibly strong for him. So we need to produce 6 and I believe we are also -1. So we need to produce 7. So I'm going to pull out this. I'm going to take the blue die. We are playing friendly mana variant. And I will discard this one. Okay. So what we've done is I've done research, which I've paid it, which is +2 to diplomacy. This produces 5 diplomacy when you discard a card with it. I've discarded engage. That gives us 5, 6, 7 diplomacy. She's 6 to buy. And we have 1 more point because we are -1 reputation. Okay, and that is the end of his turn, and we draw back up to 6. Okay, now we have Martok. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. So he basically, well, I guess the first thing he's going to do is just take this guy out. 5 defense and a 3 physical resistance. Can he do this? Well, look at all that movement. It's kind of annoying. So he's going to go... Oh, wait, he doesn't have... Oh, he rolled another white. Let's take... I think we'll take the red. No, we'll take the white. Oops, that's a red. Okay, so we have this thing here. During combat this turn, you may spend movement points from the move phase as attack points for 1, or movement points for long range. So that's actually very, very strong. See, improvise, unfortunately, we don't have a question mark, so it's impossible to power that at the moment. So what I'm going to do is, we are currently at 3, so we will take 2 wounds if we let this guy attack us. So if I play this guy sideways for movement, but don't actually move, I've generated 2 move, 2 block. So let's do that for 2 block. This turns this into 3 attack, which means we take 1 wound in hand. Remember, we've got all these powers that use wounds, so we don't worry about wounds being in his hand as much. In fact, maybe I'll just take 2 wounds. No, I don't want to, because my hand, I don't want to clog up my hand draw, actually. So we play this like that. That gives us, that reduces his attack by 2. He's now attacking for 3 because we've blocked 2. We have 3 armor, so we get 1 wound in hand over here. Then we just need to attack for a total of 6 because he has physical resistance. So I'm just going to go 4, 5, 6. So we're using move 4. During this combat, you may spend move points left from the move phase for 2 movement. So technically the order of this would be that we did that during the move phase but chose not to move, and then we block 2 and then use those move points to kill this guy for 6 damage. And we have a point, another card here for using our awesome discard spells, but we really need to increase this guy's hand size asapparently. Okay, so he gets up 1 reputation, and we dump this in here, and he gets 4 XP. Should just be quickly noted that the reason I could do that is because it was a rampaging enemy, so the coin was already revealed to us. So it didn't really matter how I did the movement phase because all the data was revealed. But if you were attacking a keep or a planet, like something that is hidden, you would have to produce the move before you revealed the token and did the block. Just in this particular case, it didn't matter. I'm supposed to be playing the friendly mana rule, but I actually took a white then. Doesn't matter. I'll keep moving along. Let's keep going. Okay, now it is Lursa's turn. Now Lursa is in a bit of a situation. She's still stuck behind enemy lines. Her only movement out of dodge is to move here, or maybe up here. These are all these spots are impassable. To move here is actually going to cost what? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 to move there. But I think what she's going to do is she actually has a pretty decent diplomacy hand. She can get diplomacy 5, and she is definitely at 0, right? Yeah. So she can pick this guy up. He only costs 5 as well. Diplomacy on away missions. I really didn't want her to get that guy. Oh, a seasoned away team. Okay, so you know, I suppose I'm going to take him and turn Martok into the. Oh wait, she doesn't have a spare slot. What am I doing? What's this guy? Diplomacy 2, attack, move 2. Actually, I'm going to not actually buy anybody. I completely screwed up her tactic selection. Whatever. She can go... Maybe she should try for a diplomacy. So that would be... What have we got here? Move up to 3 spaces away from you on the map. You cannot move through suns or black holes. You must end your move on a safe space. Same as the basic effect, except you have to move move next to an enemy token or of another shadow. So this is basically tunneling from Mage Knight. So you can use it to basically attack people, and you get like a bonus to resistances and stuff if you pay it with black. Target enemy does not attack. Play only during the attack phase of combat. Romulan Ale. I think she's going to take this. Yeah, so her plan is... She's actually going to go 1, 2, 3, 4 into the Dominion Starbase, which we have discovered is actually common. Even though this was conquered by Cisco, anyone can enter that and buy spells. It's probably written on the sheet. Any ship can recruit crew with the Dominion Starbase icon here and buy undiscovered cards here. Undiscovered cards are bought for 7 diplomacy plus 1 black data. So she needs black data to buy a spell. That's a bit annoying. Well, maybe she'll get lucky. Let's just do 2 move. I'm actually going to use this move because movement was so hard for her last turn. She needs 4 movement. This is a red. Take the red die. It's 1, 2, 3, 4. What am I doing? Can I even play this game? Let's do it like this. You have to take a white. 4 movement. Man, I suck at this game. Okay. So she goes 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, unfortunately, she can't actually... You know what I think she's going to do? She's going to go... like this, and then like this. And pay that with the white, and she's going to take a 2nd blue token. Okay. It's the end of her turn. Actually, just before we do this, what crew members did we have over here? Dominion Starbase, Wayoon for 7. And I want to buy this as well. She needs a way of generating black mana. Diplomacy 4. In fact, he's actually better. He's also 7. So, yeah, we're going to leave him untapped so we got access to his diplomacy 2. Okay, and that is her turn. And she has planning, so she's +1 for the draw. And finally we have Picard, who is in a pretty interesting position here. He can do diplomacy at both these locations. He is going to pick up Riker for sure. He needs 7. And he also can buy this. Play this card at the start of an away mission. All participating crew members have their diplomacy and attack values of any kind increased by 2. So we need to produce 7, 11? Is that right? He's at 0. Let's just see how much diplomacy he's got before I go crazy with my planning here. He has none. Awesome. So he's got no diplomacy of any sort. So I guess he's just going to go too long range. I guess he's going to do an explore first. He's got a lot of long range here. He might be able to just, instead of using diplomacy, he could just kill. We get crystals for defeating these planets. You know, I think maybe I will do that. So we have a... Oh, my mouse has gone flaccid again. There we go. Okay. Yeah, blam. So I think he's actually going to do this because he's got, even though it's an away mission, he doesn't have anything, he's got tons of long range. He's got 6 long range, which is probably enough to defeat these tokens, right? Five to defeat, 6 to defeat, 5 to defeat, 4 to defeat, 6 to defeat, 7. So there's 1 token in that entire set that he can't kill in the diplomacy phase by just shooting first. We go in peace, shoot to kill, shoot to kill. Okay, so let's do it. We're going to activate this token. Yunk. And okay, so we have the diplomacy of 8, which we can't do, but we only need 4 to kill. So this is not an issue for us. So we are going to go use 1 additional die from the source. And just do both of these. Yablam, Yablam. That is 6 long range attack, which beats 4. That means we have completed this token. And that is the end of that. That's another 5. Takes him to, what are we at? 9. No bonk. And that's it. Doesn't get anything cool. Should have done an explore before he did his combat. And then he would have leveled up. But I'm an idiot, obviously. Oh, that's right. I wanted to use the long range attacks. That's why I didn't do the move. Okay, so that is the end of his turn. Yablam. Oop. Don't roll black. Oh, we've already rolled a black. Ursula's going to be pretty happy next turn. And we draw back up to 5, which is pretty useless. Yablam. Okay, so I feel like I did a really bad turn there, but I guess it could have been worse. I should have definitely done that explore first. I should have used something to explore, because now I've basically drawn 0 cards and I'm in the exact same position. It's terrible, terrible, terrible turn. Actually, the turn might be saved because I forgot to roll for the token. So we actually get 2 crystals for beating this site, and if we roll a black, we'll actually get a an XP, which would be good. Oh, red and a blue. That's no good. Well, it's still better than nothing. Red and the blue. So still pretty bad turn for me. Really should have explored first. Now, you might have been wondering what happened, because I didn't go through I haven't done a proper, inverted commas, away mission yet, but I'll get to that eventually. Basically, when you're doing away missions, you can send down what they call security teams, which basically means an away mission where you don't send anybody. Okay? And when you do that, you just don't have access to any of your characters or any of your captain abilities. So what we did then is that we just sent a bunch of red shirts and they just went down and shot everyone to death. And, you know, considering she was that chick who tried to brainwash Riker on Risa, I don't feel bad about shooting her in the face. The end of that. First round down, or this is the first turn of the second round. We're still in a little bit of weirdness going on here. Ursula is still like, man, she's in the middle of nowhere. Sisko's having his own issues. I really got to start moving out. Well, I will see you guys next time.